So Holland, if you guys don't know, he is a K-pop idol, and one of the things that you often see about him on the internet is that he's one of the first openly gay K-pop idols. So that's very, very big. And he, has talked about it. But there was an issue that recently came up because basically some people have basically been using him, I don't even know, to play out their own fanfic fantasies. Like, I don't know how else to word it. But the story here is basically he was having a live stream. And in the live stream, I actually don't have the video here, but this is a screenshot from it. In the original live stream, essentially, somebody asked him about Taekook. And in the live stream, he's basically like, Taekook, like, you can just see him be like, girl, what kind of foolishness are you bringing before me on my live stream? It was sick. So what ended up happening is after that live stream, he actually ended up taking a screenshot of the person who asked, are you a Taekook shipper? And he addresses it and says, please don't ask me about whether Taekook or any other K-pop male idol are gay or dating. It can be disrespectful to them and it makes me uncomfortable. I don't want to know who might be LGBTQ plus in the K-pop industry, and even if I did, I wouldn't discuss it. So you think that's fine? Yeah, straight to the point. Y'all are some clowns. Somehow this turned on him and he was made the bad guy because there was a subset of people who felt uncomfortable with him calling out Taekook in particular. So it wasn't necessarily the message that they didn't like, but it was the fact that Taekook was catching strays. So what ended up happening?
Catching strays?
I mean, Taekookers are catching strays.
Yeah, okay.
But somehow people construed that into Taekook catching strays. So basically he deleted the post and he went back to his Twitter and he issued an apology for mentioning Taekook. And it read, "Hello, it's Holland. First and foremost, I want to extend my sincere apologies to anyone who may have felt uncomfortable due to my hasty actions. While interacting with my fans during a live session, I received numerous questions about a specific group. I expressed my discomfort by mentioning a particular coupling name, which I now understand was wrong. Many people rightly pointed out that singling out a specific group was inappropriate, and I had not realized that at the time. As the first openly LGBTQ plus K-pop idol to debut, I have often faced questions about the reality of male idol shippers, which has been stressful to me. However, mentioning a specific artist couple name was my mistake. I have since deleted that post, and I hope you can understand and forgive me with an open heart. I will strive to show a more mature side in the future. Thank you, Holland."
Mature. What is this? Sorry. What is the internet? I can't. What is this? I don't want to be famous. This one I want to be a one-hit wonder and I want to disappear from the world because I already know. I'll say something and somebody's just gonna be like, "You meant this," and I'll be like, "No, not again." I didn't mean it.
You will pay for your sins, Taekookers. And I'm saying that now. You've made an enemy of me. Because the gagging on it is, you're not mad he mentioned BTS or Taekook. You're mad because you're embarrassing yourself. And you're trying to flip it on him. You're embarrassed because he called out your foolishness. And now, in order to cover that up, you're trying to make it, well, you shouldn't be naming groups. You're bringing in groups that have nothing to do with it. You're the one who made it have to do with them. Like, are you for real? Be so for real. I was so pissed.
I didn't want to look at the drama. I was like, I saw something about that and was like, this is probably something petty. I could feel it and I just didn't want to ruin my day.
Oh, God. And I feel so bad because he's obviously not as big as BTS. So he basically just has to abide by it. I'm sure there's a bunch of people who, and now, can we technically say, okay, yes, this brings in BTS kind of headlines will be using BTS's name, blah, blah. But again, he should be allowed to address the foolishness he actually gets sent on a daily basis. Like, again, if you're upset that now BTS is in a headline and you're a Taecooker and you ask this type of foolishness to him, it's your fault. You realize that. It's you. You're the problem. Like, period. Teddy says, I've never heard of a fandom gaslighting their idol. Like, that's what it is. That's gaslighting, period. Oh my God. We gotta throw away the whole fandom. Of K-pop. We gotta
dang. So us?
I'm going in the bin. Well. I'm going in the bin.
Everybody in the chat. We're all joining.
Count your numbers.
Oh no.
So to recap, because some people are in the just came in, we're talking about Holland apologizing for at first calling out shippers, Taecookers who ask him about male idol relationships, and then having to backtrack because people said it was inappropriate for him to name a couple pairing by name and bring in a group. I just want y'all in jail. Like, do we have the jail? This is where y'all belong. This is it. Andre says, I'm sorry, why is he apologizing? Like, he didn't want to talk about it and felt uncomfortable, so why is he at fault?
It's BTS. And that's it. Just don't mention BTS. Ever.
That's crazy.
Never. Unless you're praising them.
But the gag is, okay, suddenly it's don't mention BTS, so why can you mention BTS on his live stream?
True.
You can mention BTS and Taekook whenever you want, but he can't? Why? Quickly.
And he didn't even really bring him up. Someone else did. And then he just responded.
Literally, if it was never brought to him, if it was never brought betwixt his eyes, then he wouldn't have said anything. So make it make sense to me, because it's hard. It's hard. It's just not. It's not calculated. That just really ticks me off. That really ticks me off. Leanne says, another thing. If I was Holland, and I'm not just saying that you automatically have to support him because he's like the first LGBT K-pop idol. Like what you like, but obviously he's doing something that's unheard of, that's hard, that's like brave, etc., etc. But it's like, it would be crazy to me if people who seem interested and supporting like LGBT, like male idols or whatever, are literally just ignoring me, the out male idol, and being like, okay, that's cute, but is Taekook real? Like, girl, huh? Just say you're a fetishizer and go. Like, please. I'm sick. Leanne says, these Delulu stands are fine with their projecting their fanfic fantasies onto everyone, but somehow an actually out gay idol calling it out is the problem.
You know.
I mean,
fandom things.
Right? Delusional things, straitjacket things. Let's see. Andre says, so if Take and Cook say they don't like it, then what's gonna happen? They're gonna get mad at them too?
They're gonna upload.
Well, period. They did say that. Like, they do that stuff in their lives too, apparently. And there was like something, I forget the specifics, but Tay was like, y'all are kind of delusional with that. Interesting. There was like a video, a live stream that Jungkook did when somebody asked him if he lived with V, and he was like, what?
He said, how old am I? What?
He said, let me check the birth certificate, because it's just not, I'm not quite sure. I'm not sure.
We look together. What the heck?
Oh my God. Thank you so much. Wait, Catalan for the super chat. Oh my God. Wow. Okay. Sorry. That's like the first super chat I ever got. Thank you so much. Which says, oh yikes. In that case, yes, police this fandom right here. Period. But yeah, I'm sick. But yeah. But thank you so much for the super chat. Yeah. So I just wanted to point that out. Stop being foolish on Beyonce's internet. You're looking pathetic. And stop gaslighting people. But I feel like that's a larger issue of that whole thing where like people are allowed to punch down on famous people or notable people, but when they respond, suddenly it's what are you doing? Like I feel like it always happens when like there's somebody on Twitter and they're receiving like a lot of hate, and then they're like, but your mom's ankles are ashy. Like they retweet somebody and come for them back, and then people are like, oh, that is so like, oh my, you literally have so many subscribers and followers. Like that's so pathetic for you. Like, do you search your name? Like, oh my god, it's like you were acting like trash, and then I dragged you, and now suddenly we want to act like this is unreasonable. I don't know. Yeah.
It makes me think about like I always thought and felt bad for celebrities or K-pop idols going to the airport and like just getting pushed around like rag dolls, and it's just like I swear if I was famous, I think I would get into a fist fight. Like I don't know, like I'd just be like wham, and they're like, how dare she? Like I'll do it again.
That'd be too funny.
Come at me.
Listen, Taeyong is right behind you. He already.
I know, football. I'll do the same thing.
He said, "Move, bodyguard." I got him. He had the Gundam with him too. He started whipping people with the Gundam. Yeah. He starts breaking it down and using them as projectile missiles. Oh my god. That's your fave though. Listen, Taeyong stands.
I mean, I do like him.
I like him too. I don't know why people act like I don't. Period. Anyway, Teddy says, wait, didn't Lewis Tomlinson? Oh, did somebody sub?
Ooh.
Thank you for the sub. Somebody said, or Teddy said, wait, didn't Lewis Tomlinson finally address their appropriate One Direction fans fix he had with Harry?
If he did, bless his soul. I would never touch that. Because I feel like they had like some... I heard some stuff about that and I was like, whew, well... I'd probably delete that from my brain.
It's weird though because... Okay, I don't know the full lore. When I found out about it, it was because there was a writer who wrote an article about the phenomenon. And it was kind of like... oh, I kind of looked into like the conspiracy theories and what the fandom, like the Larry Styleson fandom was saying. And honestly, the receipts they have, I almost kind of started believing it. And then everyone was like, yes, what about, like they went crazy and stuff like that. And that's when I kind of found out about it. But like, it was very delusional. And I saw that some fans were claiming that they used to be very close. But then because of that, like the aggressive fans of that ship, they like kind of had to stop hanging out too much. Yeah, because
I'd be scared.
Yeah, which is sad. I remember Lauren from Fifth Harmony, she said the same thing happened with her and Camilla, where people would like aggressively ship them. And the thing is, Lauren, she was bi, so she was like, oh, am I coming off as like, yeah, it was like an interview she talked about. She was like, yeah, I felt kind of like should I leave her alone because I don't want to be like this aggressive like girl that's like trying to hit on her or whatever if she's like straight or whatever. And so it was like, it literally made her uncomfortable. And I'm like, people need to think about that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
In conclusion, stream Holland. I love his music and his most recent comeback was really good. Yeah, in conclusion, stream Holland.